Sometimes the loudest roars come from the quietest corners, and sometimes the person you least expect can teach everyone in the room a lesson they'll never forget. Every story begins with a moment, and in this case it started with a joke, one that would soon backfire in the most unforgettable way. The black belt, a man celebrated in his gym for his skill, speed, and confidence, looked across the room at the cleaning lady. She moved quietly, going about her work with a gentle rhythm, sweeping the floor and tidying up after the day's chaos. To the black belt, her presence was ordinary, unremarkable, and in a moment of arrogance, or perhaps playful mischief, he leaned over and jokingly asked her to step onto the mat to spar with him. The gym erupted in laughter. People pointed and whispered, "This will be over in seconds," while others shook their heads in amusement. It seemed obvious to everyone that a woman, whose hands were more accustomed to mops than martial arts, could never even begin to match a trained fighter. This reaction, however, reveals a deeper truth about human nature. We are quick to judge, slow to observe, and often blinded by appearances. We assume skill comes only in certain packages, strength only in certain forms, and courage only in those who already appear formidable. In that moment, the black belt, the gym, and even the audience were all trapped in this assumption. Yet the beauty of life, and the lessons we fail to see, is that it often thrives in the unexpected. While everyone laughed and counted the seconds until the inevitable outcome, none of them considered the possibility that the cleaning lady might surprise them. She was quiet, unassuming, and invisible in her routine. But beneath that surface lay years of resilience, discipline, and perhaps hidden talent. This single act, a joking challenge, was about to reveal just how dangerous it can be to underestimate someone simply because they do not fit the mold we expect. When the black belt made his challenge, the gym erupted in laughter, expecting the cleaning lady to either protest or shy away. But she did something completely unexpected. She smiled calmly and accepted. There was no panic, no hesitation, and no sign of fear. In that instant, the entire dynamic of the room shifted. While everyone else had written her off as unprepared and weak, her quiet confidence began to speak louder than the laughter around her. This reaction was remarkable because it revealed a strength that cannot be measured by titles or physical appearance. Many people carry courage only in words or fleeting moments, but she demonstrated a calm, self-assured bravery. Accepting the challenge was not about proving the black belt wrong. It was about asserting her own dignity and refusing to let assumptions define her. She understood something crucial. Fear only gains power when it is allowed to dictate our actions. By stepping forward, she took control of the situation in a way that few could have anticipated. Her calmness also highlighted the difference between internal strength and external perception. The gym had been focused on appearances. The white belt she wore, her job as a cleaner, the way she moved around the room. But inner strength is invisible until it is revealed through action. In a single, simple act of saying yes. She sent a silent message. True ability is not always visible, and courage does not announce itself with fanfare. That moment became a quiet but powerful statement to everyone present. The laughter slowed. Eyes that had been rolling in amusement now widened in curiosity. What no one realized yet was that her acceptance of the challenge was only the first indication that the assumptions they had made about her were about to be completely shattered. As the cleaning lady stepped onto the mat, the gym held its collective breath. What everyone expected to be a brief, humorous display of the black belt's superiority quickly turned into something no one could have imagined. The moment the sparring began, it became immediately clear that she was not there to play along with the joke. Every move she made was precise, calculated, and deliberate. She displayed an agility and awareness that stunned onlookers. Footwork so smooth it seemed almost choreographed, reflexes so sharp they seemed to anticipate each of the black belt's attacks before he executed them. It was not just skill, it was determination. Behind every kick, every block, and every movement was a lifetime of resilience, discipline, or perhaps hidden practice. The gym's laughter had completely faded, replaced by awe and disbelief. People shifted in their seats, unable to reconcile the quiet, humble woman they had seen cleaning floors with the fierce, commanding presence now dominating the mat. The contrast was shocking, almost cinematic. And in that shock lay the story's most powerful lesson. Appearances can be deceiving. The black belt himself was caught off guard. Moves he had performed countless times against trained opponents were met with an unexpected challenge. His confidence, previously unshakable, gave way to caution and respect. For the first time, the gym saw him pause, adapt, and realize that this was no ordinary sparring partner. This revelation, the moment skill met expectation and shattered it, served as a powerful reminder of the dangers of underestimation. It also revealed something deeper. Determination, when combined with hidden talent or preparation, can overcome even the most intimidating of obstacles. The cleaning lady, who had been overlooked and dismissed, had just demonstrated that true ability does not need an audience to exist. It simply needs the courage to step forward when called upon. As the sparring continued, the atmosphere in the gym transformed. What had begun as a light-hearted joke quickly became a lesson in respect. The black belt, once brimming with confidence and a hint of amusement, now moved with caution. Every strike he attempted was met with skillful blocks or evasive footwork, forcing him to acknowledge something he had ignored before. The cleaning lady was not just capable, she was formidable. In that moment, the gym witnessed humility in action, a rare and powerful display that comes when one is confronted with unexpected ability. Respect is often something we assume will be given automatically, based on titles, experience, or reputation. But this encounter reminded everyone present that true respect is earned through action, not assumed through status. The black belt's initial laughter had been a product of overconfidence, an assumption that skill is always visible and that strength always fits a familiar form. When these assumptions were challenged, he did not retaliate with arrogance or dismissal. Instead, he adjusted, paused, and recognized the capability before him. This was a subtle but profound lesson. Humility is not weakness. It is the courage to acknowledge and honor the strength of others. The gym members, too, were forced to reflect on their own biases. Many had been quick to judge, to laugh, to dismiss the cleaning lady as incapable. But the quiet, skillful demonstration of her abilities shattered those preconceived notions. It showed that humility and respect are not only virtues for those in positions of authority or prominence. They are lessons for everyone, particularly for those who think they already know the story. This incident also highlighted the importance of self-awareness. To be truly strong is to recognize that no matter how skilled, educated, or experienced one might be, there is always someone capable of surprising you. Respect, therefore, is not just about acknowledging others. It is also about understanding your own limitations and being willing to learn, even in unexpected situations. One of the most powerful aspects of this story is how it shattered deeply ingrained stereotypes. From the moment the black belt issued his joke challenge, the gym had unconsciously categorized the cleaning lady, quiet, unassuming, and, in their minds, incapable of anything extraordinary. She was defined by her job, her appearance, and the assumptions people had built around her. But as she moved with skill and precision on the mat, every one of those assumptions began to crumble. Stereotypes are mental shortcuts. They allow people to judge quickly, but often inaccurately. In this case, the cleaning lady defied expectations in nearly every possible way. She demonstrated that physical ability, courage, and intelligence are not determined by one's social role, gender, or outward appearance. The gym, filled with trained martial artists and seasoned fighters, had to confront an uncomfortable truth. Judging someone before witnessing their abilities is not only unfair, it is limiting. This moment became more than a lesson for the gym. It became a lesson for everyone observing it, whether in the room or hearing about it later. It proved that society's preconceived notions about strength, gender, and capability are often far from reality. The cleaning lady's performance challenged a stereotype many take for granted, that women, older individuals, or those in humble professions are inherently less capable of excelling in areas perceived as specialized or demanding. Breaking stereotypes is never easy because it requires confronting both personal biases and collective assumptions. But when done, it has the power to inspire, to awaken curiosity, and to expand the boundaries of what people believe is possible. In a single, unplanned moment on the gym mat, the cleaning lady not only demonstrated skill, but also served as a living example of how courage, determination, and preparation can defy expectations and transform the way people see the world around them. The story of the cleaning lady and the black belt leaves us with one of the most important lessons. Potential often lies hidden, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Every person has untapped abilities, strengths, and talents that may not be immediately visible. Sometimes, these qualities are obscured by circumstance, role, or social perception. The cleaning lady's demonstration was a vivid reminder that we can never truly know the limits of another person, or even our own, until we look beyond appearances and assumptions. Her unexpected display of skill illustrated that potential is not always tied to opportunity or recognition. She had likely cultivated her abilities quietly, without expectation of an audience, without desire for fame. Yet when presented with a challenge, her preparation and inner strength emerged, commanding respect and admiration. This teaches us that greatness is often quietly nurtured, and that what we dismiss as ordinary may, in fact, be extraordinary when tested. The lesson extends far beyond the walls of the gym. In our daily lives, we often encounter people whom we unconsciously underestimate, colleagues, classmates, or even strangers. Just as the gym members misjudged the cleaning lady, society frequently overlooks talent and resilience that does not fit the conventional mold. Recognizing hidden potential requires openness, humility, and the willingness to see beyond stereotypes. It requires us to challenge our assumptions and create space for people to reveal their strengths. Ultimately, the story reminds us that everyone has a story, a skill, or an inner strength that can surprise and inspire. We must not be quick to judge, because the most profound lessons and the most inspiring displays of courage and ability often come from the most unexpected places. Hidden potential exists in all of us. It simply waits for the right moment, the right challenge, and the courage to step forward. That day, the gym didn't just witness a sparring match. It witnessed a lesson that none of them would ever forget. The cleaning lady reminded everyone present that strength is not always visible, that courage does not announce itself, and that greatness can be found in the most unexpected places. She showed that we should never judge a book by its cover, nor a person by their role or appearance. The lesson is simple, yet profound. Respect everyone, assume nothing, and always be ready to be surprised. Because sometimes, the quietest people have the loudest impact, and the most underestimated among us can teach the world how extraordinary ordinary life can truly be.